I've asked a lot of people, what do you think the ICV is? And a lot of people say, oh, it's just a mosque in the city, right? It's just, that's all it is. And it's so much more than that.
We provide these essential services, chaplaincy programs in hospitals, prison chaplaincies, reintegration services for Muslim prisoners coming out of prison to prevent recidivism, emergency food relief, leadership programs for youth and for women, governance training and media training, so many different things that we do. And then there's the advocacy side, and that's an area where we have really stepped up over the last couple of years, 2 to 3 years.
I view the ICV really as like this front line in the Muslim community, right? It is a peak body in Victoria, representing 200,000 Muslims, approximately 76 member societies, which mostly is made up of the different mosques throughout the state. And really what the ICV is, mission to do is to advocate and protect the rights of the Muslim community in Victoria, and to an extent even nationally throughout the rest of Australia.
The ICV is really unique in that it evolves over the years and meets the demands and the needs of the community at the time.
Everybody has their organisations and member societies, but they all come together through the ICV, which I think is quite beautiful.
It's important that the Muslim community has a body like that to actually provide a platform for the community to come together. And also provide support and advice and advocacy on behalf of our member societies and the broader Muslim community. The Muslim community has come a long way in the last 30, 40, 50 years, no doubt about that. But we still have a long way to go.
One thing about the ICV is that a lot of work's done behind the scenes to advocate and lobby on behalf of the Muslim community. And the sad thing is that a lot of us actually don't know how much effort is put in by the team and the volunteers. There's some serious issues that need an effective voice, an organisation that has credibility, that is trusted by the wider community, and that has a lot of really positive relationships with mainstream organisations. So it's absolutely imperative that we have the ICV as a trusted voice to speak on our behalf, to act on our behalf.
We advocate. Sometimes it doesn't please everyone. It doesn't please government all the time. We hold government to account. We hold the media to account for their reporting about issues to do with Muslims. We hold so many different people to account, but always in the best interest of the Muslim community.
ICV is critical to that, and without ICV there, the level of media representation that would be missing is a strong fear in both ensuring that minority voices are heard, but also that other people aren't speaking for our own community.
What's really impressive about the ICV is the advocacy that they do is always evidence-based. They've got great relationships with leading universities, and this ensures that the advocacy is always effective, it's considered, it's authentic.
Because we deal with many political issues, social issues, and so many other issues in the community, that we need one voice of the Muslims through which we can put our ideas, put our thoughts, and the ICV can play that role very well.
The ICV recognised years ago that Islamophobia was a real threat to Victorian Muslims, Australian Muslims, Muslims worldwide. And what did we do? We actually took a real step to actually try to address that, to educate the Australian government, Victorian government, the Australian community and the Muslim community about the dangers of Islamophobia.
I've worked with the ICV with projects to tackle Islamophobia, and I guess what I've seen evolve is that more Muslims are now speaking up about these issues so that we can try and change things rather than just pretending that they exist or just weathering it. As a young Muslim growing up in the community, I feel that the ICV has always been quite responsive to women and to helping them have that platform to speak and to make that difference, and I would love to see that across the board.
A lot of people and a lot of community members try to brush the newer, fresher, younger voices aside. ICV encourages them.
The ICV is also working on empowering our sisters in the community, the Muslim women, to be part and parcel of the community, participating and showing how the Muslim sister can make a big and positive change in the community. They also work on initiating youth gatherings and programs, and that is working on strengthening the Australian Muslim identity for our youth that are living here in Australia. And in addition to many other great initiatives that the ICV has been taking, like activities in the community, visiting the mosques, and one of the great events that we have is of course the Mosque Open Day, that is uniting and gathering all the brothers and sisters from all the religions to be together, to know about Muslims and Islam.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah, may Allah bless ICV. We have variety of chaplains with different backgrounds and nationalities and languages, and imams that to support. When you find someone from your faith coming to help you and support you, you feel like home. In those moments, prison, hospital, we are talking on soul level. The soul recognizes.
I mean, this program is running, I would say, resource-wise, we're very, very poor, but barakah-wise, mashallah, we're extremely wealthy, because our time, what we can get done in an hour, we see that other agencies sometimes would struggle with. And I really wish and hope that people learn how much the ICV does for the Muslim community and the wider Victorian community.
Without the ICV, we would not have true leadership that can represent us in so many issues that we have in the community. We can be unified under the umbrella of the ICV. We can be together having one voice as representing Muslims in Victoria and Australia in general.
I've had the pleasure of working with every single board member of the ICV over the last few years. The current team are just an amazing group of individuals. They are passionate. They work tirelessly behind the scenes.
Service is the rent you pay for your room on earth, and I'm just very grateful that I have this opportunity to be here and to have that voice and to be able to make a difference, inshallah.
It costs us a lot of money to operate the city mosque. It costs us money to have staff, even though we are very lean and we cut costs and we're very careful with the way we spend our money. We need to have a solid financial base to be able to survive, but also to grow. People should have confidence donating to the ICV that their money will be very well spent. And we fear Allah in the way we spend that money.
It's really thanks to their donations and their support that we're able to continually provide the assistance that we do to the community.
It's an organisation that is not getting like a lot of funds from the government as well. So that's why we participate and we support the ICV with all the activities that they are doing.
The ICV has been able to achieve so much: programs, research, advocacy, all on a shoestring budget. Imagine what they'd be able to achieve with greater resources.
Often during Ramadan and other times of the year, Muslims speak about and think about contributing to mosques and so on. But what about contributing to the infrastructure so that needs are met, so that programs that meet a Muslim's needs all throughout their life? It's so important. We can't have that without support.
And the person who is donating, they will be going with us. What more can they, have as a reward? So your money goes very far.